Who knows, man? Hello and welcome to the Curious Fijian. I'm your host, Fijian.
On the co-host, Rayne.
We got little current events. We've just been in the ice bath. Spokesy's behind the camera. Life's good.
It's good to be back.
The boy loves the pod and the pod loves him. Do you know what I do need to do?
What? See, I wish I got in that the first day I got back. And then today as well. Because I feel 100... I can't explain it. I feel 100 times better. I felt sorry for myself earlier. All I've been doing is sleeping.
Yeah, but you need that as well, do you know what I mean?
Sleeping,
so calm
eating.
down.
It's like, yeah, it's like I'm eating to sleep. I'm eating, I'm sleeping. Yeah, it's yeah, no, but I feel like that sheer coldness today was like, wake the fuck up, son. Wake the fuck up.
Because it's time to go.
It was so cold. Yeah, it was like
No, it was cold and
when you watch the second,
it was more of a painful cold.
Yeah, it's painful.
Like my arms were hurting, and then at the end, last 2 minutes, I started just moving the fingers, moving the arms in there.
When you pump it like that,
No, I think it's worse when you move around.
It is move. So I just thought last 2 minutes, I just started moving around.
I was watching it.
Is it colder than Turkey?
Point that.
What?
Just so yeah, that's blessed like that.
Directional.
I can't. I don't know about the Turkey one. I can't really remember how cold it was, but it must have been Salmon Lake. It was a salmon lake.
Yeah.
Freezing. 2, 3, 5.
And it was
top 5 to 2.
Oh yeah, and it was under shade, so there was no sun on it. It's fucking cold. That plunge pool in Maga was quite cold.
What plunge?
It wasn't even a plunge pool. It was just a pool, but it was under that roof, so it was just there was no sunlight on it.
Yeah.
We were playing the fucking volleyball in there and that. What a memory. Summer memories, man. But obviously you were at Lost Village. I didn't really get up to much. Bank holiday weekend. I'll tell you where I did go bank holiday weekend, to be fair, because I've got the floor. I went to the Gordon Ramsay restaurant. You know, the pizza one? Or you can eat pizza things. Pizza was nice.
I thought you were going to tell me like Savoy or something.
But, listen, you know you got all you can eat pizza, yeah? They're coming around, bringing it round.
How much is all you can eat?
What do you mean?
How many pizzas can you eat? We should like go there one day and just see. How much we can slump down.
Well, let me get. Listen, they said, obviously, Bay told me that on the website it says the record is 16 slices, which is nothing because they're thin pizzas. I think I done about 9 or 10 slices. I would have done more, but when they're bringing round sweet corn base and stuff like that.
What?
Your boy don't want no squash and something pizza.
Some vegan shit.
Yeah, I want pepperoni. Margarita.
You want that dirty Doms?
I want dirty Doms, man. If you can chuck a bit of doner on that, chuck a bit of doner on that. Doner meat pizza. Shout out Paradise. Yeah. That was nice, the Paradise kebab pizza.
That is so ill when you think about it, though. 'Cause that's like the fakest cheese in it. Them dirty fuckers.
Yeah. But yeah. So we went there and it was all right. Like, do you know what it is? The pizza was nice, but because she had it in a voucher, she got gifted a voucher. If I'm gonna pay for it, am I gonna pay £16 for that? Do you know what I mean? I just don't know. All you can eat pizza. I don't know, but it's not really all you can eat because half of the things you're not eating because I don't want butternut squash pizza. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, so what? They come.
Is it nice though?
I didn't eat it. Do you know why?
Because I just ate it.
No. Because I got given a. They come round with a. What's the thing I get in them little packages? Aubergine. They had an aubergine and pesto pizza, and I didn't know what it was. I just said, "Listen, I'm going to eat every pizza they bring out to me because I'm getting the money's worth." Get the aubergine pizza. I looked at it. I goes, "What the fuck is that? What have I got on my plate now? Now it's just taking up room on my plate."
Was it not wet?
I've eaten it. I've slapped it. I just folded it. Ate it. Yeah. Get out of here. I don't want that. So now I'm like, right, I'm definitely not getting that one when it comes around again. Next one they bring around, they say chicken and chorizo. I'm like, oh, chicken and chorizo. Get it. Got it on the plate. I'm looking at it. I'm like, why is the base yellow? The base was yellow. So now I'm fucking eating it. And I'm like, that tastes like mashed potato. It tastes like mashed potato because the base was sweet corn.
Yeah.
It was a sweet corn base. Who's putting that on a pizza? I want pepperoni, mozzarella.
So when the pizzas come, are they good?
No, do you know what's nice about them? They're thin pizzas. Yeah, they're hot. They're nice pizzas. Yeah, but I don't want.
Would you actually buy a pizza?
I think I could buy a pizza there. I don't know if you can buy a pizza there. I'm not 100%
So what?
sure.
It's just.
I think it's just all you can eat. But then again, there was a table full of these like girls, and they had like pizzas on there. Like, so maybe you can buy a pizza there. I don't know. If you can, the pizzas are nice there because they're thin. If you like thin pizzas, I like thin pizzas. Dirty Doms will slump you down for a week, and you'll be 2 stone heavier. That's the only problem with
So
Domino's.
good, though.
It's so good, but you will be 2 stone heavier after that pizza.
Papa John's, man.
Papa John's, yeah.
Papa John's is just.
Papa John's is, yeah. I think the meat's better from Domino's, but Papa John's
Nah,
is
that
better.
that dip in Domino's is the one.
You think it's better than the Papa John's
Yeah.
butter one, garlic butter?
No.
Nah, I think the garlic butter one's better, man.
That garlic butter does something to me, man. It's so
Nah.
sweet.
You like that Papa John's?
Nah, I prefer the Domino's one.
Spunky mayo. All over your chin, man.
It's tangy,
Shit,
isn't
it's tangy, it's tangy. I don't mind it though, but it is spunky.
A bit of the tang.
Enhance your inner tang. We have to put it up for a vote. People, what are you preferring? You preferring the Domino's, what even sauce is it called? Sour?
Garlic and herb, innit?
Garlic and
Garlic and
herb.
herb, but it's
Or
tang.
do you like the Papa John's garlic butter?
Oh.
Phew. You dip them crusts in there, man. What is it? A thin margarita? Thin margarita, garlic butter. Ivan was ringing Boss Man up at one point. This is when the boy was getting super thick. I was ringing Boss Man up. I was like, hey, put another garlic butter on there. I had 2 garlic butters. I say, hey, put another garlic butter on there. I'll pay cash, baby. But
Can you believe I ate 10 Krispy Kreme donuts?
yeah, I can.
You know what it is? I always knew I could eat a whole pack.
Well, you didn't eat the last 2.
Yeah, I know I was going to do it, but I thought I'd save you.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. Because you saved me good ones. They were good ones. That's some brotherly love. That's some co-host and the host love. Because they were the best ones. It was the Lotus one and the Nutella one. The Lotus one is
I
best
could have
one.
ate them all. And what tops it off, I fell asleep in Sainsbury's car park with the pack open. And people were definitely looking at
That's some
me.
Chief Wiggum shit. He's got bare donuts on the gun and he's just out. It's Chief Wiggum shit.
Oh, I don't know why I've done it. I felt like severe shit.
But obviously your week, you went Lost Village.
Yeah.
Is it the best festival on earth?
Today, yeah. Yeah.
On
I
earth
don't
or in England?
I've not been to loads of festivals, but that festival's unreal. But the festival I have been to, I'll definitely be going back. I couldn't say what to like Creamfields and Leeds Festival and shit like that. But I think it's so sick because it's actually a village. You got different arenas, isn't it? Like you got a place called the Cabin. There's like a place where there's abandoned airplane. You got a thing called Junkyard, and it's got all like abandoned cars and that, and you know, people are just off their head. You got arcade and that there. Abandoned petrol station.
You go in the arcade.
Yeah, we did. I just saw
Was it good?
Loads of people off their head just playing.
What,
games.
I bet all the lights and that were just spinning them, innit? Yeah.
Got a little bowling.
They play
thing.
music in the arcade.
Yeah. Now the whole experience, I didn't realize. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't know really what I was in for. But when I went there, it was 10 out of 10.
It did look good when I'm watching because a lot of people from obviously the area went. So it did look good. I'm not gonna
It was
lie.
unreal. At the forest at night, it's just unreal. You know what I mean? There's some strange people there.
Only
some
thing
strange
for me,
cats.
man, it's the showering situation.
You can get a
That
shower
what you
there.
know what it is? That surprisingly weren't that bad.
Yeah, no, but
And I feel like because I'm quite an early bird, I always got in the shower. But if you're a type of person to wake up at like 10, 11, that's curtain to you, man. You got to wait in that queue. You know, obviously, you just bop in your slides, put your shit over the door, get a shower, come out. And I thought that would be the worst bit. The worst bit probably for me was actually like the camping of it. Like,
yeah,
I'm actually going back to a tent. I'm
sweaty,
going back, I'm
hot,
off my tits,
off
like,
rocks.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just a bit.
I don't know, man. I've got a bit of a weird thing not even at the minute, over like the last couple of years, that if I get remotely a little bit hot or feeling myself get hot, I could have had a shower 2 hours ago. If I like now, say if I feel myself getting a bit hot, I'll have to get another shower.
Yeah, but to be fair,
I'm not saying I'm gonna have to scrub up,
to be
but I'm
fair,
gonna have to get another shower.
You could actually just go get another shower because there's no one at them times getting a shower.
True, that is true. That
But
is
it is
true.
a bit grimy.
What was the music in that like?
Yeah, good. Well, it's a mix of music, innit? When it's like you had your soulful house, you had the 80s music, You had some house. You had some EDM. You had some dance. You had some music was a bit hard. But when you're off your tits, it don't really matter. Unless you're going there proper for the music. But other than that, like, I thought it was a good experience. You get some freaks that dress up. I swear, like, the first night I went there, they were like a cult, bruv. Like, they had like two, they were walking,
Charlie Manson.
There was five of them, yeah. There was one at the back and two on each side. And both the people at the front were holding up crosses. And they were dressed in like all dark and they had like face paint on. And they are and like the music's real weird now. It's like dum da dum da dum da dum da dum. And they are marching through the fucking forest. And I'm just there like, what am I seeing? This ain't fucking real. Like, you weren't here during the day. Surely not.
Marching.
Huh? Like, marching. Like, it was weird, man. You had guys dressed up as like fairies and that. You just had some strange cats.
When they're like lampshades, Liam was saying there's like people dressed as like lampshades and stuff.
Yeah, bro. You had people like like I said, I see that guy like dressed up as like Gollum, and then you had people had like sticks with like weird faces and that on them and that. Yeah. Everything was just weird at night. Nighttime was weird. You had like when you walk around, you had these old telephone boxes, and they'd just be ringing. Obviously, apparently you could like pick them up and like there'd be people speaking down them and that, and it's like it's just weird, man.
That'd bug you out, man, if you're a bit off tits, isn't it?
Mate, you just going there at night into that forest would just bug you out at night, man. Cause it's all the freaks come out. It's like they must go back, get changed, come out like let's get weird. I don't know.
In the woods as well, man. Yeah, that is mad.
So I'm used to just going to like proper house events and that. So it's a lot different. This festival is like it's like a mixed group of people. You had your hippies, you had like the old, and there's a lot of older people there as well. It was quite weird.
How many festivals you done though?
Not a lot.
What, like camping festivals?
I ain't done camping festivals, but this festival, like festivals I have been to, is more house, just hardcore house. Like this was more like it's mixed. It was like mixed people, mixed groups. It was like everything was just different.
Have you done camping festivals?
Only Reading, TK16.
Decent.
Yeah, it was good.
What was the shout?
Actually, Creamfields as well, but I didn't rate Creamfields.
Did you not?
No.
So a lot of people say that. What?
I don't know. I just weren't that great. I can't really explain it. Just
and the music at Creamfields is obviously sick.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
I feel like it gets really busy there. I don't know. Does it get really busy there?
I mean, they're all like that though, really, aren't they? I don't know. Reading was probably good because it was just like the first thing, like festival we'd done. But
don't know, but I'll definitely be going back next year. That's all I can say. I can actually say that hand on heart. I'm definitely going back.
There's a lot happening on that bank holiday weekend, man. Like it's packed everywhere. You got carnival. It's carnival normally on the bank holiday.
I don't know.
It's carnival at the same time every year. You got that Leeds, Reading, Creamfields, Lost Village, and then all the other kind of little spin-off things that go on. Like there's so much going on. Bank holiday, mental.
Yeah, no, it was a mental experience.
It's probably the best bank holiday, really, isn't it? Out of all of them, like the August one.
If you're going to something like fuck knows.
Don't know. Move on to some football.
See you there next year.
2K. Comment down below. Is it the best? Is it the best festival?
I think it's. I don't know.
It's up there.
For me, it's just so weird. You got a lake there as well. I didn't even know you had a lake there. Like one morning I come across it. Like the lake is massive. Just a massive random lake.
Surprised no one just drowned or anything. Or
I'm surprised
people go swimming or something. Little ice bath in the morning. You know, in them like little lakes and rivers and that.
You know, you can do spas there. So like, you pay £38 for 2 hours. You get sauna, cold plunge, jacuzzi, all of that massages. You do obviously yoga and that there. It's a strange place, man.
You're not seen in like the lakes and that. It's if you piss in them, apparently that one of them little things shoots up your japs eye.
Like the Amazon.
I don't know, just some lakes in it. Maybe some like muddy, dirty.
No, I think that's
not in England. It's in like Philippines and that.
Yeah, I think that's
if
like
you piss, I swear
Amazon,
something goes
little,
straight up your jappy.
There's a little bug.
It follows the heat of the piss or the streamline of the piss, and it goes shoots straight up the cock. Don't know if it might be fake.
Nah, it's true. It's true.
It's real.
It's real.
It's real rap. Well, what else we got? We got some of the energy price shit's gone. I don't want to get too political. I don't want to get too deep, but it is a bit mad, isn't it? Like, apparently, fucking, there's people's like, you know, because commercial buildings and that, there's no cap. There's no energy price cap. Whereas, like, for houses, there's a cap. You can only charge up to a certain amount. For commercial buildings, there's no cap. They can charge what they want, mate. Apparently, rents have gone up. Some people's rents have gone up from like 20 grand to 80 grand.
I'm telling you, man. Bro, how long we've been saying it? Probably for the first when this pod started, we've got sort of gone off in
Recession.
It was getting a bit
Beating the drum.
Yeah, you're beating
the drum for recession.
But I don't think people only now starting to realise how deep he's starting to get.
Yeah,
even the old man, like he's like starting now to be like.
Yeah, but
it's because you're only starting to see it. Like
it's only directly affecting you now, isn't it? That's why.
They've been telling us for years, like Patrick Davies been saying it for the past 2 years.
I see Boris Johnson come out and just say
saying about the kettle.
What?
See that?
No, what did he say?
He was like, if you chuck out your old kettle and get a new one, you could save like £10 a year in your energy.
He's a fucking clown, isn't he?
Fucking idiot.
He's a funny bastard, but I don't know if I'd want him as Prime Minister. But he come out and said something like people are gonna suffer and that's just the way it is.
Yeah, but that's the narrative.
Now they're even saying like we ain't on printing this money either.
Not
like
it's what I'm saying. At the start, yeah, everyone's like, oh yeah, save us from COVID. What happens? They come in, they swooped up, saved you from COVID. Now when times are actually gonna get rough, and when you're gonna be like, oh, we need our government. Well, guess what? They can't help you now. You're on your own, bitch. You're on your own. Then it's gonna be mental. Next year is gonna be mental.
What's gonna actually happen though to people?
People losing jobs, people losing houses. Like it's just gonna.
It happened in 2008, didn't it?
Yeah.
But we would have been way too young to know anything.
And this is worse than 2008 because we've printed as much money. Like the money we've printed is just
ridiculous.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's just and it's not even just us.
People
it's the whole world.
moving from around here, like where we're living, because of the rents, saying that they can't afford it.
We're going up north.
They've only gone up £15 a month. But for some people, that's bare if you're including energy on top of that. So people can't even afford it now.
Energy at the end of the year is looking up to go up again.
Rishi.
Yeah.
My dog Rishi. Where you at, boy?
Yeah, look, and if we go back to COVID, yeah, in the whole history of the government, we've never gave out handouts because people think the money. The government can just make free money, give it out, and then we're not gonna have to pay for it. It's like when everyone got them loans, we got all them them tax reliefs. Everyone's like, they were like, oh yeah, you don't have to pay it back. It'll all come back tax in. Well, who's gonna pay that? We're the one that pay the tax.
Well, Russell Brand said something really interesting in that Schultz podcast, and I didn't really listen to Russell Brand too much. Like I know he's got a podcast, I think, and he's got a show and stuff like that. Didn't really watch it, and when he was on Schultz yesterday or the day before, whenever it come out, I was listening to it today at work, and he put it into perspective about the government, and he said,
drinking Morrison's water.
yeah, there's no water. We're on that fucking B2, man. I don't even know what fucking B2 is.
It tastes fucking creamy, man.
It tastes creamy.
It don't taste. I ain't a fan if I'm gonna rate it.
I wouldn't buy it. I'd drink from your taps. I wouldn't buy it. I think your taps are safer than this Morrison shit. And Russell Brand put it into a good perspective that I've not really heard no one do it. And he was talking about governments and people think like the governments are there to save you and stuff like that, yeah. But their agenda, they have an agenda, yeah. And you know, we all sit here and say the game's rigged. The game's rigged. Oh, like look at this and that. But the game's not rigged to those who benefit off of it, like the governments, like the big corporations, like the big billionaires in the world. The game's not rigged for them because they keep earning off of it. So why would you not think that they would do something to benefit them? And like a COVID thing, a loan thing, then maybe not, they didn't do COVID, but they might have seen, oh, we actually can make money here. Let's prolong it. Like, let's just prolong the effects. Let's do more lockdowns. Let's just prolong stuff so we can keep benefiting off this thing.
Well, they keep playing the game.
let's keep
Keep
playing the
kicking
games because
down the road.
yeah, because the medical, because the pharmaceutical companies, and Joe Rogan was talking about it as well, and he said the pharmaceutical companies have done this from the age of man. They've always done things to benefit money for their investors and stuff like this. It's nothing new. So why now are people surprised that they come out with false narratives saying that this is good for you, you should take this? No, they say it because it benefits them. That's why you need to look at it through you have to take everything with a pinch of salt and do your own research, because he said they will come out with things, but their view might be tainted because they have a specific narrative that they want to put out because they've got agendas.
They have, yeah.
We're not saying you're going to grow a third toe or a fifth toe from taking that. Spokesy's had two. He's still fighting fit. Do you know what I mean?
No, you just you got to look at it. The way I look at it, I think it's just simplicity. You can't just come out with like, look at any vaccine that you've been taking over the years. It's normally had like 6 to 10 years research on it, what they've been practicing, trial and error, but all of a sudden COVID come out. Oh, let's make this jab real quick. All these companies popped up.
Let me play devil's advocate with you quick, because John Ingham or something like that, yeah, Big John, we know you watch pod, and we'll know now if you haven't watched the pod because I've mentioned you. So now we know if you're a fake one or you're a real one. Don't be seeing me in person saying, yeah, I watch your shit, because now we're going to know if you watch your shit. Do you know what I mean? If I don't get that message on a Thursday, it's like, I know you ain't been watching that shit. He said he would come out and say, but these are the smartest scientists in the world. These are the smartest doctors in the world. And because the pressure was on the line and the resources went up, why would they not be able to make one that quick if they had already been working on it beforehand, or working on things similar beforehand?
That's a true point to make. But then, like, you look at the argument, like, when have we ever done this throughout history before with other
diseases?
Other diseases. We've never done this before. It never has the government ever come out and gave out handouts before. Even in World War I, World War II, when shit was at its peak, no one ever come out and gave people handouts and said, "Oh, here's free money." I know we've gone off the vaccine topic, but that whole with the vaccine and giving out the money was the whole part of the game. Because how I class it is, COVID was a war in itself, and the war was like, say, like World War I, World War II. We'd have all these companies that were just being made to make stuff, so government could buy it and reinvest, and then whoever's invested in these companies, they made money from it. Well, now these big companies like Derma, Pfizer, who's mostly invested in that? Big corporations, governments, this, that.
Yeah.
It's all a money scheme. All the money comes down in one pot, because the government can't just make money, and like, they can't just make money up and then take it, because
there has to be a reason.
There has to be a reason behind it.
They can't just start printing it out to take it. Yeah,
that's where, like, for me, COVID was a war in itself, because it weren't a war in like a shooting war. It was a war in a sense of these companies popped out of nowhere saying, we've got this formula. Next thing you know, all this money gets built up around it. Like, look how much PPE, like I said last time, I think 90 million PPE went to waste in UK. And then and then wait there. If we're in such a pandemic,
he's landing this plane. This plane's landing.
Fuck this plane. Hey, what baffles me? Yeah, we live in a world now, like, everything has to be health and safety. Everything health and safety. Things weren't even getting marked off because some things like the bands weren't tight enough, or the face mask didn't fit properly. Well, we're in a crisis. What does it matter if this thing can still help you?
But to be fair, on their point of view, you're not meant to even. You're meant to have a face fit test on any masks, isn't it? Really, but like you said, you don't ever have a face fit. I've never had a face fit test on site ever. And they, in the CSCS test, what's it all it talks about? Oh, you got to have, if you've got a beard, apparently you're not meant to have a face fit test because your beard can stop the seal. All of this stuff, which is probably true, yeah. Well, then why have I never had a face fit test? I work with dust, wood, and all of that every single day. Same as you, carpentry, yeah. Have you ever had a face fit test?
No.
It's fucking bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's all rigged. It's all to make money. It's all a fucking scam.
Yeah, COVID was.
Like, I'm not even talking about COVID. I'm just talking health and safety. Don't even get me started on that fucking bullshit.
No, but COVID is, and you're like I said, history will. You can always tell from history. Look back when what was the massive flu that killed loads of
Spanish
people?
flu.
The Spanish flu. Well, they called it the Spanish.
That was the
flu.
biggest
That killed
killer, wasn't it?
not like 50 million people, I think in total worldwide.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Not saying like back, but you got to remember back then, our health was
Bad. It would have no
bad.
hospitals.
It was
yeah.
It was just after World War One, so
Immune systems were low.
people already
Supplies
fucked up
were
from
low.
it. Supplies are low. Your people are still getting over trauma from World War One. Now you're coming into a second World War. It's like we didn't use things back then for stuff like that.
Yeah, the health and safety thing was a weird one. Because you're right, it did. A lot of PPE just got writ off. And who owned the health and safety company? Or the PPE company?
Big governments.
Boris Johnson's mate. It was Boris Johnson knew the guy and gave him a multi-million-pound contract, and he had never had a contract, like a governmental contract. It's the same when they do the gun things. You watched War Dogs. Anyone watch War Dogs? You watch War Dogs?
Is that a film?
Yeah.
I think I might have.
It's about the guns where they're doing the
When they use some dealers.
yeah, the gun dealers.
Yeah.
It's similar to that. They got governmental contracts and stuff, but there's ways to get governmental contracts, and that is weird.
You got to remember, I just feel like you need to let the free market play out. This is where it comes back to, like you were saying, Russell Brown was talking about.
Mate, he went deep, and I was loving
the
it.
market and that. Like, the market will always determine how things play. All government do is manipulate the market, keeping interest rates low, keeping interest rates high. We just end up playing. This is where it comes to thing. We end up kicking the can down the road. This recession should have been here. COVID, they should have just let it play out how it played out. Why are we shutting down businesses that businesses make the economy go round? So now we've produced all these goods. All the businesses have produced all these goods, yeah? And now we've told everyone shut down. But we need to still live. So we're still using all these products, all these goods and services. And then after, we're still telling these companies shut down. Well, guess what? We're still using all the goods and services. We're running out of goods and services. Now we come back, COVID gets over. Still some companies can't over. Well, where are we getting these goods and services from? Now we need to open it back up. Now everything, if you would have just let the market play out how it would have played out, nothing would have went wrong. I just feel like we got too much government. I'm probably not the best person to explain this type of shit either.
And we're not saying to anyone either. I just want to make it clear, like, don't believe in the government, don't do this, don't do that, because no one's telling you to do anything. Like, we're not sitting here saying that.
I just feel
do
like
what you want.
I feel like there's too many chefs. I feel like life's meant to be about simplicity, and sometimes I feel like government's massive. We've got so many people in positions of power, and it's like, why should you be the person in the position of power?
Yeah, but I don't even think I think that's just through history.
No, it is through history.
Like,
yeah,
even when the Romans and that, there'd probably been way too many people dictating loads of things. It's like, it's just all similar. It's all just a bit.
Yeah, but that's what.
It's all a facade.
Yeah, but again, well, if you really want to get nitty and gritty, just look at the Roman Empire and see how they felt. I feel like if you look at us now and our governments and shit like that, we're going down the same road. Look at America anyway. We're going down exactly the same road. It's too much, man. There's too many chefs in the kitchen.
America's bad. I've said it bare times, but I've been watching mad videos, man. They're either so one way or so the other way. There's no one in between. It's like you're one way or you're this way. You're extreme this way. And now the pendulum. That's why Andrew Tate got so big, because the like everyone's saying, like, yeah, you like women's rights and all of this has gone too far. Well, no, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. Don't shoot the boy down. I'm going that. Let me land this plane. Let me land this plane. I've got Spokesy shaking his head at me in the back. Let me land this plane before I say so. But where it got pushed too far, where now the pendulum, Tate's obviously come out, pushed too far on the other side, and the pendulum swinging. We need an in-between. There needs to be an in-between.
And that's why that book's so great, the Pendulum
book,
it talks about exactly the same thing. So what happens, we always take...
we take it too far.
We always take a good thing too far. So if it starts off good, whatever starts off good, we end up taking too far.
Yeah.
And that's from both sides of any spectrum. Anything you want to look at. It always starts off as something good. Like... the Roman Empire. It started off as a great thing. They built a great thing. They had a great currency. They had a great... Everything about it was great. They built... Everything they built up was great. And then people started getting greedy. Things started going wrong. Everything started... And then next thing you know, went too far. Next thing you know, it just crumbled.
No,
I feel like human beings, we're the same human beings as what we was back then. Nothing's changed. We've just got more
Yeah, we're still very
advanced.
we still like monkeys.
We're still the same people.
We still got so much monkey like traits. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
But we've got a lot of stuff. Like technology's advanced, but we haven't advanced that fast. And now we're trying to be logical, smart thinking people, and it's not even in our nature really.
We can't keep
minute.
up with it.
Nah.
And I feel
Especially
like
with all that, you see all that meta stuff.
yeah, we're not made for this. Is what I said that the other day. Like we're not made. We're not made. The internet's gone too fast for us. We're still catching up. This is why we've got mental health issues and things like that, because people can't get their heads wrapped around what's going on. We've got so many things to concentrate on. There's so much noise. It's like sometimes it's like how can you live? You're more concentrated on someone else, or looking at someone else's life, or look on Instagram. Like Instagram's like thing for mental health's like, oh, let me get the study up. It's nuts.
I get stuck in a scroll on Instagram, I won't lie. Them small videos hook me. And then
Designed to do that, though,
yeah,
isn't
it is. It's hard, man, because you need to post. And I even sit on the edge of my bed sometimes after I've had a shower. I've come out. I'm like, yeah, do this. Next minute, I'm just on Instagram. Then, you subconsciously check yourself. You're like, what are you doing? You're meant to be doing this. I come off it. 30 seconds later, I'm back on it. I'm like, why am I back on this app? Why am I here again?
You just do it without thinking.
Just do it. It's literally like a fucking just a habit. We'll
Yeah, but that's like it's mad. I mean, that's like I was reading another study the other day about mental illness between like 1943 to 2014. It's gone up like 25%.
But someone would argue with you and say, is it more mental health? Is there more mental health, or is it just more documented? So we know more people with it. Have people always been suffering with it, or do we know more people with it because it's more documented? That's the thing you have to weigh up. Because people wouldn't have been
1943. It's been documented all the way till 2014.
Yeah, but I mean, like, you'll know every single person who has something wrong with them now, because it'll be on Twitter, it'll be on their Instagram, it'll be on social media. So you look at it more like fucking hell, everyone's got something wrong with them.
Yeah, but they just document it from the studies. You can't really document just from people putting it up on Twitter, because it's not a study. Like, it's whoever's participated from 1943.
Yeah.
And whoever else they've been studying from 2014, it's shown it's gone up 25%. We don't even need to know that. I feel like it has gone up more because, like I said, we're more fixated on other people. We get judged a lot more. And I don't feel like we're meant to like. We've got so many friends, or like so many people. Like there's so many eyes looking on one person. You could have like 100,000 followers, and like if some of them are saying good, yeah, that's all well. But when a group of them start getting nasty, and that you're gonna just perceive that the wrong way.
Yeah. And
no matter who you are.
And that's why that Russell Brand podcast with Schultz and that on Flagrant is such a good one. He does go deep into key values of humans.
Russell Brand.
Like, he went into key values of humans of, like religious values. We've kind of lost all of them, and now we focus more on materialism. Whereas back in the day, it used to all be like being with your family, being around people, not really caring. Now it's all like materialistic. We keep chasing that materialism.
I think I just feel like, well, for me anyway, I feel like I've got more spiritual. I feel like we're just spiritual beings, and we're soul searchers. Because that stuff don't make you happy. You just please.
Not in the long run. You're just pleasing other people. Unless you really.
All I learned from.
I'll speak for
all I learned from it is like who you pleasing. You're pleasing just random people. That's all I can think of. Yeah, don't get this. It's nice to look nice and this that, but like if you can't afford it and stuff like that, then what are you actually doing it for? You're not really doing it for any means.
Yeah.
It's the same for like if we go back to the vaccine. I don't want to.
We need to land this plane, and you're going back in. You're going back into the fucking storm.
If they didn't, if they gave you the option, it would have been a lot different. Like the outcome would have been a lot different. They weren't. What you done is just divided people. Because like, even when I have conversations with some people, they're like, "Oh yeah, I'm vaxxed," and I'm like, "Well, I'm not," and it's like.
It shouldn't matter.
He's like gets a little bit like not awkward, but it's like I'm just like I don't care. It don't matter though. But it's like why am I even having?
Yeah, but do you not think that's a like easy answer that they want division? Like we're sitting here thinking, the government. Like you remember we were sitting here, we were like, the government can't be that dumb to just say to force something on you because it's the oldest trick in the book. We know that does not work. If your mum moans at you for something, you don't want to do it even more because you're telling me or your teacher tells you to do something. It's like no, fuck you. Why are you telling me to do that? I'm not going to do it. They're not that dumb, yeah, to think they want us probably to be divided for their own personal agendas or whatever's going on because the more division makes us not focus on what's really going on. We're so clouded about everything, and this is when it comes into like being spiritual. We're so clouded with all the other bullshit going on in the world, and the bullshit here and the bullshit there, and likes on Instagram and this and Louis Vuitton and Rolex and da da da. What's going on here?
Nah, it's alright.
Oh, why are you going deep on that? I was about to go, man, and you're going. He's looking deep on that. Yeah, Louis Vuitton, Rolex is all this bullshit, and we're not focused on like the things that matter. But the government are not stupid. They have their own agendas. Or I'm not even saying people in the government do this. It's whoever's top.
It's not government. It's
who's top though? That's the big
Top
question.
G. It's top G.
Who's the elite? That's the question.
Yeah, but you know
We don't know. We don't know.
Like whoever gets just put in, whoever gets like normally it's like one person that controls one sector. So it's like whatever that person thinks, and if she's got a heart, he or she is in that sector, and whatever they think and their agenda is, they can push that agenda.
That's true.
That's what I mean. That's why for me, I really feel like we shouldn't have human beings. We should have computers. We shouldn't have human beings. We shouldn't. There's no human beings. We're emotional. We're attached. We're greedy. We're corrupt. I feel like if we look at things like crypto and that, I really feel like that could be the way that things change, where it's a computer. The computer makes the decision, but obviously it have to be a fair way where no one can manipulate a computer, where it has to be decentralized. And this is where I feel like we could end up going into a decentralized revolution where we're gonna want things more decentralized instead of controlling. So I feel like we're probably starting to see it now. Things are getting more and more, and this is why I feel like Bitcoin. I know a lot of people are like, oh yeah, we don't know about Bitcoin, but people are saying it's not going to get adopted. To me, it's just like it's Metcalfe's law. It's going to get adopted because people are already making it something. It's not gone anywhere in the last 13 years. It keeps getting spoke about. It dies down, and then the price drop. I don't feel like you need to worry about the price. I feel like you need to worry what the network does and what it can do and how things can be built on the network. And I feel like over time, it will tell. And I really do feel like we're going to go into like some decentralized revolution where things will be more decentralized.
Sweet. We'll land it on that before you go then. Sometimes you don't read the room. When it's silent, maybe just stop. We good with that? Yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. It's a good chat. Moments of the week.
Lost Village, man. Being in the woods, just lost.
Specific part about it or just Lost Village? That's your moment of the week. Was there a specific thing or is it just the whole thing?
No, there's one part, man, when I was in the woods and I was just on my tits. And these lights were just like coming through and it was all smoky and it was just the music, everything was just, it's unreal. Unreal. I can't say too much because it was unreal, man. Yeah, that's mine.
What?
Moment of the week.
I'd have to say just getting like sleep, man. 'Cause I've been sleep deprived for like 8 weeks. So that first night of sleep back was just like you felt so fresh
That's
afterwards,
solid,
man.
I like that one.
So yeah, simple but
effective because you need that sleep, man. And we don't. For some reason, I can't sleep a lot, man. And for some reason, I find myself I can't really do in 8 hours.
do you struggle getting off to sleep?
A little bit. It depends if I
Too many things on your mind.
Yeah, if I edit a little bit late or I'm thinking of something, it's game over, man. I could be here till 12 o'clock
I
now.
struggle getting sleep sometimes.
Yeah, I do.
Maybe I have to do a Liver King shit.
I have to
Unplug everything, airplane mode,
I already
No
do,
electricity,
Like, put my
do
phone
you?
outside and like,
Yeah.
'Cause I feel like if you keep your phone outside, you have to wake up because you got to go get your phone. Then you're up. Leave it outside the room, airplane mode. Because if I leave my phone in my room and it's like next to my bed or something, it's so easy to just go snooze. Snooze. I need it out.
On to me. I got the floor. Keeping my one is it is a very simple one, but the other day the phone's playing up a little bit, and for some reason my charger weren't working. Obviously, I've gone up to Big Dog's room. I'm looking. I'm thinking charger. Like, let me see if another charger works. You know, sometimes you get dust in the charger port. You got to scrape it out. I'm doing that a little bit. I'm scraping it out. Come back down. Plug my phone in. Nothing. And I'm like, oh shit. I'm on 5%. It's gonna get diced. Go up to his room. I just see 2 on the floor. I'm like, I'll take one of them. So it's just keeping spare cables in the house, man. Spare cables in the house, man. It is
the randomest thing.
It is spare cables in the house though, because even like today, when or if one of these cables for the equipment goes out, and I need a spare cable.
No, I've got quite a lot of
Spare,
cables.
that's what I mean. And the charger, I was like, fuck, man, 5%. How am I going to charge the phone? Because the thing's not working. He had the spare cable, and we went with that.
That was like Paul, man. His moment. Was it?
No, that's his most euphoric moment.
Yeah,
in
that
life.
is the most. It's so funny because I can relate to it. Cause I always used to think like, what's my most like? Because I'm not done anything.
We're not really lived, yeah. We're not really lived yet,
Yeah.
so it's hard to.
But I thought he might say like his kid or something like that. So a lot of people doing it's like Amsterdam.
Yeah,
Gary.
yeah.
It's like,
It was funny.
good lad, man.
There's a Manscape product alert. Insert sirens here. You asked for it and they listened. Our friends at Manscaped just brought the Ultra Smooth package to Europe. Everyone knows by now that the Lawnmower 4.0 is the best electric shave for your balls. But if you're looking for a closer shave or prefer to go completely bare down there, then the Ultra Smooth package is the perfect set. It's time to shave that bush of yours and get right to the roots by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with the code Fijian. This is more of a product for Rayne. He said he likes being ultra smooth. He don't like having the 0.5 fade. He just likes getting gritty with it. He likes...
I'm a razor.
You can say the man's got a mangina, but
I've got
I wouldn't say it. He might say it.
Smooth as a China dog.
Yeah,
skin on skin.
but people don't know about this sort of stuff.
What?
but-
Can it go that low?
yeah. No. It's a razor now. The Ultra Smooth package. They've brought it back to Europe, and it's a razor.
So what? I shave. Like I can just shave. It
You
like
can
a
just
razor-
shave
with
it.
a razor.
Yep, you can get gritty with them boys. The Ultra Smooth package is a specialised groin shaving kit to help you buff, protect, and smooth your most sensitive areas. I'm talking crop shaver razor, crop exfoliator, crop gel. Men, you no longer have to borrow your lady's razor for that precise trim. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code Fijian at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping with code Fijian at manscaped.com. Smooth out your fellas with the new Ultra Smooth package from the fellas at Manscaped. Your balls will thank you. Well, let's do a little top 3. We'll do top 3 podcasts. What's the top 3 pods you've been listening to at the minute?
What, out of all podcasts?
Yeah, just to you. Top 3 to you.
What, just out of Curious Fijian?
No, not our ones. No, just in general. If Curious Fijian's on your list, it's on your list. I'll take the boys will take it.
I'll say Anthony Pump. He's good, man.
Let's rank it. We'll go 3 to 1. So start with your third choice and we'll go up. If you had to rank them in order.
Schultz.
Third.
Yeah. And then I'm going to go Real Vision. And then I'm going to go A Pump. But they're hard because it's like I've got different categories.
No. It doesn't need to be for... This is just you,
I know, but
personally.
I'm getting
This is
nitty gritty in it. I'm thinking... Because like Schultz is like he's a funny guy.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
then like the other two are like quite in
Like, I'm even thinking about mine. I'm thinking, does Rogan even get in the top 3 anymore? I don't know if I've been listening to him enough to be in the top 3.
Ever since gone on Spotify, I don't hardly listen to him. So I don't listen to Spotify.
Rogan sold out, man. Nah. Spokesy, what you got?
You know what? I ain't been listening to a lot either.
What about when you were here and you were listening to pods?
Yeah, Rogan would be up there.
Top.
Yeah. Yeah. Schultz, yeah. He's up there as well.
He's so fucking funny, man.
Jocko as well.
Jocko.
Yeah.
I don't listen to Jocko's pod, man. I need to jump on Jocko's pod.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, I need to jump on
Some good stories on
the
there.
pod.
Man.
He's just he how he breaks down some books and that as well, man. I'm just like the guy is just special, man. He's actually he's a goat. He's a guy that we need to we need to keep him around. Because he's just like that special granddaddy, man. He knows everything. He's got
he literally like he's got every answer.
Yeah,
He's got every answer.
I look at him and I just feel like, yeah, you're just a man. Like,
he does look like a Gears of War. He does look like a Gears of War
Yeah.
character, though, doesn't he?
Yeah. That's good though.
No, he looks like what he is.
I'm gonna go at number 3. These are ones that I'm listening to now. I'm saying so. These are like recent. Yeah, I'm gonna go Impulsive at number 3. I've been listening to a lot of Impulsive. I'm not gonna lie, Logan Paul and that pretty funny. He's tapped in. He's tapped in with everything. He's so fucking smart.
He will be a billionaire.
Yeah, he's so tapped in with shit, man. He just knows.
I feel like if you watched him as well, like the older he's like, especially this year, I feel like he's turned on. The people he's getting on, even like some investors and that he's fucking with, like he's just in that pool of.
Bruv, he's like fucking with Gary V and stuff like that,
Yeah.
like on the norms. Like he's just got opportunities coming out of his arse now that he's made for himself. So he's got the WWE contract, all of that. Like Logan Paul, he's an entertainer, man. He Impulsive at 3, Flagrant at 2, Schultz and that funny as fuck.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
It's embarrassing. No, it's embarrassing. No,
I
no.
thought I put it on silent. Wait, Schultz.
Schultz.
When he reads out his fucking ads, he just
Hilarious.
He goes,
Hilarious.
He goes into it.
He goes
He's talking
wild.
about coffee and then sniffing it and then
Yeah.
bumming your missus.
yeah. He goes rogue.
He's selling the coffee like mad,
Yeah, he goes
man.
rogue. Schultz is funny, man. He's unique.
Did you see the one where he's in the suit of armour?
Yeah.
And he's like taking the piss out. That Will and Jada thing just happened.
Yeah,
He's
he's
just
funny.
roasting Will.
Schultz is funny. as fuck.
He's gone to that Burning Man festival. Didn't
Yeah, that's what they were talking about on there. What is the Burning Man?
Mate, that looks
he?
mental.
Unreal.
Does it?
looks mental.
You don't pay like there's no cash there. It's trade.
When everyone's just off tears.
It's
Yeah.
You don't have to.
It's in the middle of a
It's
desert,
like,
no?
apparently a lot of like families and that still go.
Yeah. Oh,
It's
well,
like
don't know, man. Would I trust? It's America though. Man. It's a bit booky, isn't it? In America, like
It
someone
looks pretty
turning
booky.
up with a fucking gun or something and just.
yeah, but they're saying like the trade is like it's no money, so you have to trade in. I don't know. You have to give things to trade, like it's-
your attributes for their attributes. Like
Yeah.
what can you do for them? What can they do for you with no
that's-
money involved?
Yeah,
Yeah, I like that.
That's why he was talking about it quite deeply. That's why he liked it and that. He's manded off the chisels.
And number 1, it's probably been number 1 for a minute. I'm not gonna lie, Bussing with the Boys.
Hey, you like busting?
Fucking hilarious, man. Hilarious. And they've just had they had Aaron Rodgers on the other day. Like, they've been moving with it. They've been moving with the pod. We get a lot of our ideas from there, to be fair, with like these little things like moment of the week and stuff like that. They do a lot of that, pretty good segments. I thought, let me try and mix it up. I'm not going to call it the exact same, but I'm going to use
I
it.
feel like that moment of the week's good though.
It is good, it is.
You're giving off. It's just a positive thing. Like,
Yeah.
like everyone should talk about their wins. You know what I mean? Everyone should talk about their losses. I
Wins
feel like
and
that's why I
losses.
like the Liver King so much. 'Cause I feel like if you just take like a little step back from how he looks and you actually look at the principles he's talking about.
Smokes, he's dribbling at the mic. He wants to look at him. He was like staring at. For anyone you can't see him, he was like Smokes' eyes lit up, and he was like Smokes was ready
That's
for
what I had to
it.
quickly say about none of the fucking his body in that, man. Get that out of it.
But Bussing with the Boys, man, it's unbelievable, and they've grown so much from when I started watching them, like till now. The opportunities they're getting, like everything, like it's like they're proper recognised podcasts now. It's like, you know, you feel like you're sharing some of them moments, and like I've said it before on here, man, it gives me hope. Do you know what I mean? Like, you keep grinding, you keep pushing, man, you're gonna get there.
Because you actually grow with them.
Yeah, I feel like I know them. I feel like I could go on their pod and be like, yo, JP, Garrett, Blast, me and Willie C, man. Taylor Lewan's probably not there because he's playing ball. Do you know what I mean? I'll be sitting with him.
It is,
But yeah, that's a good pod. And they had some NFL player the other day on, man. It's fucking hilarious. It's like they're NFL players or ex-NFL players, but they're fucking funny, man. One of them's like a journeyman. Like he's been around, but he's not the greatest. But he talks like he's the greatest. He's like, hey, because he's a free agent now, and he's like, hey, year 10, Willie might be coming back, man. Watch out for year 10. Like all this. So
And what? Who's still active in it? That Willie
Taylor
still...
Lewan. No. Will Compton's like, he might get called up if like a squad, if someone goes down in the squad, he might get called up for special teams. Remember, they've got like NFL, they've got like segments of teams. So you got offense, defense, and special teams.
Yeah.
Special teams are like kickoff returns, blocking the punter, catch. You know, when you catch the ball and you make the run, that's special teams. That's for all like the special little things. But some of the defense and the offense will play both. But you're not gonna want your star wide receiver on special teams, are you? In case he gets fucking absolutely obliterated in a tackle or something. So Willie C's like, he was a linebacker when he first started in Washington, but he was undrafted. He's an undrafted free agent, which is like, to be undrafted and get into the league, I think it's like a small percentage.
So
he's done well for himself in that sense. Like, he's played 9 years in the league, whether he's been a starter all the time or not. He's played 9 years. Taylor Lewan, on the other hand, first round pick, 11th pick. He was coming in the league hot, probably some
That's
of that.
mad how like both of them
Yeah,
different
no, well, because
journeys.
they were on the same team together, but they're so fucking funny together, man. And Taylor Lewan's still playing now. He plays for the Titans. 80 mil contract. The boy's raking it.
That's some big money.
That's big though. That's long bread. So it is funny because it's one extreme to the other. Because Willie C's kind of on the lower end of the wages and that. So when he's talking and then Lewan's there, it's funny, man. So Busting with the Boys, that's my number one. I think people should go try it out, man. Go watch it. I think that was a good pod. I liked it. Revigorating, refreshing.
I feel refreshed after the ice bath, man. I feel back like, no, it's just back to get into work.
Back to reality.
Yeah, I've actually looked forward to it. Sometimes I deep it when I'm out at stuff like that. You know, I get in my head, I'm like, I could do more, man. What am I doing? Sometimes like, what am I doing? You enjoy it, but like, there's only so much you can keep doing of it. I could do that, I think, just once a year.
You got to take a little break though. Just like,
now
forget about.
To be fair, I've been out quite a lot this year, though. You reckon I have? I feel like I have. I feel like I've been out more.
But it depends who you compare yourself to. Do you know what I mean? If you're comparing
Well, I'm
yourself
comparing
to me
myself
or
to my
something like
old-
that, then yeah.
the
If you're
old
comparing
me.
yourself to yourself, then yeah, probably.
This
But
year, I definitely.
there's probably
dabbled that,
reasonings. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
Nah, I know, but I feel like I'm ready like that. I had an unreal weekend. Now it's time to get back and actually get shit moving. Hit the goals, like, otherwise we're just gonna be in deja vu. I'll be going around in circles, being left.
yeah. But people subscribe to the pod. Your subscriptions mean the world. We smashed 300. We're over the hurdle of 300. Let's keep pushing. Let's keep subscribing. Let's keep liking. Let's keep
It's
commenting.
actually mad, 300 people.
Yeah, subscribing. And I've also been doing a thing as well. Well, I haven't made this official, but I hit someone up, showing them a bit of love. I'm gonna send them out a t-shirt because they're always commenting, they're always sharing, they're always just showing love to the pod. So I just hit them up, said, send me your shirt size. I'm gonna get a t-shirt done, send it out to you.
Yeah, man.
So
Send love.
well, he knows who he is. So yeah, just keep subscribing, sharing, liking. We appreciate it. We keep bringing you that content. And peace, people.
Peace.